apps and things like that. But to start with, most of these things, the AI, who is supposed to be in charge of that command itself, we know nothing about letters to issue jáde nípa ọ́fíìsì ẹ̀ ló ti wá tó ti fẹ́ rí àwọn èèyàn àbí tó ti fẹ́ gbé àwọn èèyàn.
And that's the thing with Nigeria, Mr. Pythagoras. So that's the thing. Like, if you delegate to do something, we have to go back. You have to know what is going on in your department. You can't just delegate something and say it's up to that person to do whatever. But unfortunately, this is what we have. Can somebody, you have somebody in your department doing this, and something is going out, you are not aware of it. You don't know what is going on for many years.
It's just
they
don't even have an auditing system. In bigger system like that, there's a way you audit the system. That is a system working as per specification, as per what it's supposed to do.
Anybody, you know, and it's so ridiculous. It's about who you know. And it shouldn't.
And how much you have in your hand.
Yes. It's just,
it's a system nobody should wish on their enemies.
Mr. Pythagoras, I miss Lagos so much. I tell people that I really want to go back to Lagos, you know. Like when I get settled, you know, I want to go back. I really miss Lagos. But honestly, after I listened to Yabojo, I'm just thinking, so you can't even walk into a police station. And I changed my mind this evening. Like, maybe I'm just in my feelings, but I'm just thinking, so we are not really protected, even if I go back to Nigeria. Please, so what exactly name Olofo? If anything happens to me, is who knows who knows to look for, you know, connection to get basic.
Yes, to get basic protection.
No. Much mind me. My mom was just laughing at me that Nigeria. Oh no, Nigeria have more money.
You have to know somebody, otherwise
you have to know somebody.
You have to be ready to lose everything before you can survive in that space. That's when you will know how callous those people. So let me say some, because yes, I've had a encounter with some good ones, at least from what I can see there. I've had a encounter with some good ones, and I've had a lot of encounter with the evil ones, the bad ones. And when I've had the encounters with them. You'll be wondering, what twist here, and if you don't even know your stand, you will go. I feel like
for someone like Queen Mother, her status, and she's treated that way.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Kill you, cool.
Yóò bá ṣe pé òun náà ní kí mi inú díẹ̀. Wọ́n á ti sọ fẹ́wọ̀n ẹ̀gbọ́n tí yẹn fọwọ́ lálẹ̀ pé I said no, let them detain her, make them detain her, make them detain her. Pẹ̀lẹ́ o, DIG VDM àbí IG VDM dẹ̀ ni, make them detain her. Ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀gá tó náà bọ́ìsì lóòótọ́.
Activist dẹ̀ ni yẹn o. You will go oppress away. Exactly. You're calling yourself good. And people are like Showore is okay with this, is quiet about it. Everybody is going about their business like
they
nothing.
Don't care. And if they end up Banana Republic, share VDM to Los Abuja when road safety champion, they were carrying out their lawful duty. Yes, let's say you feel they are causing traffic congestion something, or the lọ scatter whatever roadblock or whatever thing tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ tó ń search àwọn mọ́tò àbí tó ń béèrè fún document wọn, ó dẹ̀ lé wọn kúrò mẹ́ta kọ́mọ́tì ẹ̀yà mẹ́rin people dey go, ó dẹ̀ take over post yẹn, ó dẹ̀ sọ́ra di controller bẹ̀, and people were hailing him, yes, VDM, the man of the people. Okay, bí ọ̀rọ̀ ọba Solomon, you are using your full shot to play. Okay. Because tó bá ti shoot àwọn èèyàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó ti ṣe nǹkan tó dùn mọ́ yín, you don't want to see anything tó yẹn bá ṣe tó bad mọ́. Every other thing is fine. Ó ti bá yín fa ṣé talẹ́tì ẹ̀ ń bá fàǹgbà ẹ̀ náà tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ jẹ́ ní ṣé Jenny Global lórúkọ ìyẹn oníkírìmù yẹn.
Jenny's Global.
Ẹ̀yin kan ti wò ó pé ti bá yín ṣe léyìí àbí ti bá yín lé gbèsè kan àbá nǹkan tó scam àwọn kan, then you feel it cannot go wrong, or even when it goes wrong we should just let it be and not call it out, that he has paid enough to be able to do any wrong in the society without accounting for it. A crazy deception we are in. Àwọn nice streamer yín dà host. Ohun tèmi ti yá o. Ènìyàn burú àbẹ́nìyàn ṣòro wé ayé.
Thank you very much. Sister Temi.
Mami ènìyàn burú o. Sílé ni. Sílé ni. Ìyá wa. Nǹkan ṣe. Mami Dupsy. Mami Dupsy. Mami Dupsy. Àwo lọ. Buy me library.
Wọ́n bí o, mò ń bọ̀ o.
Àwo ti dé o. Àwo ti dé.
Mò ń bọ̀.
Àwo dé o. Àwo dé. Àwo jẹ́ o. Òhò.
Kí lè tẹ̀sí do? Kí ló jẹ́ tẹ̀ ń pariwo mi?
Ọdẹ. Ó dà pé mi lè rí sílé ni.
Ẹ̀yin ni o.
Èmi lè fẹ́ rí sílé ni àbí ẹ ti gba pò mọ́ òsì lọ́wọ́ àbí.
Ọkọ lọ́kọ́ mo ti ń gbariwo mi. Kí ló dé ìgẹ̀ṣọ́ ara yín láàárọ̀ yìí o?
Tẹ́ ẹ̀ mú mi sọ́wọ́ bíi róbókọ́ọ̀tì. Ẹ gbé wa débẹ̀.
Kí ló ń sọ? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ update mi. Ohun yìí ni mo gbọ́ lọ́ọ̀kan ni mo fi sáré dé mi ò fi sí.
Ó ti tọ́ ni mami ènìyàn burú òde sílé. Pé kẹ́ gbé wa débẹ̀. Ọlọ́run.
But ẹni Dupsy ṣe bá ẹni láti sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ kí n ṣe o Dupsy. Baby lawyer.
Kí lẹ wí?
Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí n ṣe ìsìn igbó lẹ fẹ́ kí n lọ?
Ẹ wá nǹkan tẹ́ máa play. Me, I'm a little bit busy.
Kí lẹ
Ẹ wá nǹkan tẹ́ máa play. Me, I'm a little bit busy.
Mo lẹ little bit. Ẹ má sọ little lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ president ìgbà wọn á sọ pé little kọ ò lélẹ̀ ni o. Ẹ jẹun wá.
Ẹ múra sí.
Ẹ wà ń bẹ̀. Mo ń bọ̀, mo ṣì wá ọ̀kan lọ́wọ́ ni. Comment section inú ẹ fún mi ní ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́. Níbo ni ká ganu sí? Cheers. Papa bingo. Níbo ló wà?
Me and you get issue that time. So when they send your information, anything to the group, am I supposed to be crying for you?
No, I didn't send it. Let me see.
I don't understand. I know about your past before.
So I think
I need to come back from your past. So what's my own karma? Is that a justice? You said you paid 20 million to someone to act that group, and you cannot post anything as you know. That you're a very funny guy
right now.
because you want to escape.
For the past 2 days.
You want to escape so that tomorrow, when anyone chooses to sue you for it, you will say, she be there to post it.
Actual stomachache.
We are not all stupid.
Related, but not cramps.
If you have paid 20
Open with the
million,
knife, mom. So
we will still provide that hacker that you paid that 20 million to. And you see, the hacker has hacked the WhatsApp. You should have everything. Put everything there.
Too much more.
Sorry.
I don't want to eat the one that is.
We did our part as concerned citizens.
Just wipe it off and give you a fork.
We got the police involved. We made sure that his body was exhumed.
It's okay. I
A
don't care.
corona inquest was set up. Every single person was interviewed and was questioned. Statement, they collected statement from everyone, which was recorded.
Doing it while I was making, I was doing 3
And it is
things at
there.
once. I was flipping a bread, making the bacon.
You can always go back there.
Why this one not that?
You can always go back
So I was
there.
multitasking.
You don't
But
play.
she didn't do anything.
It's
All I
there.
did was Mom, I had to beg her to take out the bacon. I had to beg her.
So guys, let me leave it here.
For each to do it. I said, but I'm gonna do it. And I asked her to go out there. I said, can you flip the bacon? She said,
I need
"No,
them
why
to
not?"
explain to me why this guy was allowed into the interrogation.
She says, no. So I just ended up doing
I need to understand why the police feel that they need to keep calling me to come back and forth, back and forth. I don't understand.
Okay. So what?
You should have just, you, very dark man, you were not doing justice for Mohbad. You were doing justice for Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Vincent, aka Very Dark Man. That is the justice that you were doing. And I will still not accept that you want to normalize bullying. You cannot normalize bullying. You cannot. It is impossible. Because our children must
comment on the mountain today. We didn't ask about the bully. We want to know how he died. Who killed him?
On all levels.
What's my soul with other?
Do you understand? They must know.
We don't care about the bully.
And your enablers must be brought, they must be questioned why they are enabling you. Depriving innocent citizens of their right to justice. And I say it one more time. If you strongly believe, Naramali, that you want to take me to court, please do so. And I'll be ready to be in court and fight this battle. I have left justice for Mohbad. Don't let me start it all over again. It is not a threat. Because I am calm now. You know, you said it that the Yabo you knew then has changed. Yes. I'm a soon-to-be grandma. And I just felt like, make I keep my black bonnet for inside cooler. Because we don't need all these distractions. There's a lot going on in this country. People are suffering. People are suffering. We have a lot of economical issues. We have a lot to tackle, deal with. There's some things that the governments are doing right that we're supposed to talk about. And there's some things that they're not doing right that we're supposed to talk about and debate about. But all these distractions. Naramali did not die. He still produced songs. I know he has released like 2 songs or 3 songs after that. But you cannot tell people how to react when they see a video. Because the boy died.
But you have to make it and do it to them.
He wrote a petition. No. He sang it in his songs. He wrote it. He tweeted about it.
With the Coco.
The one with Wumi that came out, was it the one that released it? He did that even before Wumi had their baby. But if the government, if they feel that Wumi has a hand in his death, then they should do the needful by arresting her and persecuting her. It is the job of the police, the government, the judges, the lawyers. It is not my job. My own job, I have done it. I have tendered all their names. I have sent all the videos. I have requested that his body be exhumed. They have done their autopsy. The coroner inquest has given their statements. If you guys want to crucify me for that, you are in a very long there. Because I stand on the truth. I speak the truth. No matter whose guts gets hurt. And I will continue to speak the truth. No matter how many times you guys try to drag me or, manipulate the people against me, bring up different narratives and lies and stories. All my bank accounts, every single one of them is there to be investigated. If I have collected a single dime, I deliberately did not verify any of my page. Maybe now I can start verifying my page. I have to try and start verifying my pages. I say verifying, monetizing my pages. Maybe now I have to start monetizing my pages. But I deliberately did not monetize my page because I wanted to be a voice to the voiceless. But I can see that Nigerians, they don't like that. So I took a bow. And because I know that a day like this will come, I still did not monetize my page. None of my page. Either my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, my TikTok, none. Because I know that people like you will come and say, she can see that she's making money from it. Naira, I did not say you killed Mohbad. I only asked you, what did you do when your Malians team, and because I will say Sam Larry is part of you, we saw the video. What did you do about it? That's all. If Nigerian decides to cancel you, I don't think I have the power to tell anybody to cancel you. And I don't think I ever did a video to say cancel Naira Marley. I don't think so. But in that man, you're the one that did a video to say they should cancel them, whether they are right or whether they are wrong. You made that video. I did not make that video. I was angry. I was emotional. Yes. At the time, I said, yes. I'm an African mother now. That's the way mothers are. True mothers are. Let me end it here. I think I have said enough.
Like I said, I already established the first Malian record is of this council. They don't even see whether or not they do or not. We no one hear them again for this country. May they pack themselves, they go. May they arrest, may they pack them, go. Malian record is of this council. They don't even see whether or not they do or not. We no one hear them again for this country. May they pack themselves, they go. May they arrest, may they pack them, go.
Hey, look here. You are suffering from mental dismalady. Are you mad? Or your madness is maddening you? Because each statement you make makes you magnetic idiocy.
Alright, now to my suspect 3. Yes. Alright, so before I say anything here, whether Naira Marley get hand, Sam Larry get hand or not, you understand? Whether they innocent or not, they're supposed to throw those ones for jail. Do you understand? Especially when as I watch that DJ Splash video, I almost cry. They finished that boy. That boy be like person who say that they inject acid every morning till night. The boy prayed off him. The boy just, oh boy, they finished that boy. And also see the way they drive mobile into depression because of all the videos when I don't watch online. They drive that boy. The boy don't buy 3-4 months ago because his mental health don't go. You understand? Those two now aside. Now, to my third suspect. My third suspect will be the invisible suspect. Do you understand? The invisible suspect that might have taken advantage of all what he has been saying that Sam Larry and Naira Marley is doing to the boy. Do you understand? There might be an invisible suspect that took advantage of the whole thing and executed that boy because of their own personal and their own selfish interest. We cannot rule that out. I don't want to rule it out. I feel like there's still an invisible suspect somewhere that took advantage of the bullying the boy is going through with Naira Marley and the Malians record and Sam Larry. Do you understand? So yes, my third suspect will be the invisible suspect. Secondly, because another thing is, all those videos that are coming out, you understand, I am surprised the way they are coming out when they need to come out. However, I know when case happen, people will start to release videos. Do you understand? But you see that video, that first video, that video where we say Zlatan and the boy there for wheelchair, where Sam Larry come for bag with some boys who will collapse. You understand? You see you get some kind of videos where we say, I ask myself, how these videos still come out? Who bring out these videos? Where these videos start to come out from? And why the person waits till this time? Because those are videos where you say you go give the likes of their gist lover where they call people out. You know, they will talk, say, okay, if anything happened to this boy, you see this video online. You know, these are videos where we say they're not supposed to come out since. I know say a lot of people go verse because I know say una go see verse for me because una wants me everybody to say yes. Who born Naira Marley? I was go do this one, go do that one. You understand? Like I said, I already established the first Malian record is of this council. They don't even see whether or not they do or not. We don't want to hear them again for this country. May they pack themselves, they go. May they arrest, may they pack them, go. You understand? But I put it to you that in cases like this, sometimes there might be an invisible suspect that will take advantage of the whole thing to execute a task because of their own selfish interest. We don't know the dealings this boy have with other people. Do you understand? It might be family. Again, might be the wife. It might be some people he had business with, he has signed something with, a lot of things they happen. Like I said, this world is deep. You understand? So my third suspect is the invisible suspect, somebody that might have taken advantage of this situation and executed the tax. And the person executed this tax because there are videos already that have been recorded, and those videos have seen Sam Larry and Naira Marley and the Malian record trying to assault and beat the boy. Think about it. Don't play. We will get justice, like I said. You understand? And then for the Abuja people, I saw a post somewhere that the candlelight is on the 22nd. You understand? Turn up for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. Turn up. Don't play. Turn up.
I saw the video you made that you said someone said I said. That's someone that said to you, you will have to prove it, very dark man. You will have to prove it. You understand? I don't joke with my children. Me said to someone. You think if truly that happened, you think if truly me that could come out and fight for somebody's child over molestation, you think if truly that happened, I would sit and be having a conversation with someone about it? Then you don't know me, girl. Someone said, you have to prove that. That will not be my case. And I was hurt that CP Uche deprived us because we wanted Very Dark Man to be charged to court. Deprived us of that because CP Uche are not bringing it. If the matter goes out, it goes out. But you were putting so much energy with him, Naira Marley. And Very Dark Man could walk into the interrogation room, sit in your office, eat biscuits and drink tea. A guy that has constantly bullied, defamed me on social media, even claimed to have hacked my phone. Now this is the second time. He claimed the first time he hacked my phone, my number to check something. Wumi's number was in my house, breaching my security and my safety. Still came out again to say he paid someone 20 million to hack our WhatsApp again. Please, I need to ask the government, is this right? Is it legal in this country to be hacking? There's nothing even in that concerning citizen, whatever. But I know that it's against the law to do that, to post it. I know. And I understood the game. I don't know the relationship between Very Dark Man and CP Uche. But I know that you are enabling him. Because out of all the conversations that Very Dark Man had with me, there was one that I held very strong to, because you know he's very boastful. He pointed to them Suleiman before Suleiman came to join us on that table. I said, these are my boys, we work together. And Very Dark Man, you made me also understand that bullying is nothing. Because you said it, don't lie. Make sure you don't lie. You said it in your words. You said you used to bully boys, you know, all these small boys in your area. You used to bully them. Is a form of correcting them and making them do the right thing. But that does not mean that you wish them dead. So you were telling me, making me feel that bullying is okay. You see all the conspiracy that you people feel or try to put in my head about some gang people, some industry people try to, all that one is left for you to come and see. I will not help you. There's nothing wrong with your mouth now. I'm not going to mention their names. You come out and say I mentioned their names. You are the one that's putting it in my head. So I will not allow you manipulating. I will not allow you manipulate me to say it. No. But the one way concern me when you talk, now they talk. So then he said, I also want you to settle with very dark man. I said, no. I said, did very dark man to write his own petition? He said, no, that very dark man is their person, but he just feels like him and very dark man, they've spoken, so he just feels like, I should just make peace with everybody. Do you understand? And just, forget all these fight thing and just let everything go. I said, are you aware of the numerous defamatory statements that very dark man has made towards me? He said he's aware. But he can see that I'm a very nice person, that we should just let it go and let peace reign. Everything I'm saying, is on camera. Anybody that wants to, we only opened a group. When I did my first video, I called on everybody. And we have a group. Because am I going to be talking to everybody one by one? You must form a group now. So we have that group. That group was for the peaceful work. But even after they've cancelled the peaceful and they've asked us to come to their office and everything, whoever wants to join in the Justice for Mohbad movement can still join. You know what? I will open another group. We'll call it the Concerned Citizens, right? Anybody that wants to be part of it can be part of it. It's not a battle I can fight alone. So why do I want to fight it? I just started it, but I've called on anybody. So me and Crystal, we made peace. We were in the group. So there was two groups because the first one was for the work. The second one was to continue the Justice for Mohbad process, which was a 4 or 5 course agenda. Right? So we went on and on. That's why you could see that those days I would say, let's just ignore the distractions. Before they started coming out to bully me, I had someone in their own group that already had told me that, Mama, they're going to come for you. This and this and this and this and this and this. But just concentrate on what you are doing. So when different bloggers and people started coming for me and everything, I wasn't too surprised at all. Very dark man, your video, I watched you did videos before I came out to do videos. And I saw your videos. So when you switched, you didn't just easily switch. You were just telling me, this woman that went here, some people were attacking something at the back, those boys, You were a bit rude in your delivery, but I still understood the message that you were trying to pass at that time, that those boys that when I went to eventually greet them, Mama Mohbad and the wife in the house, I went back, I watched the videos, and then I called CP, at that time, he was the CP. Retired now as the AIG. I called him, sir, please watch this video, these boys, They said all of them have been invited for questioning, for interrogation. I said, sir, please, do you mind me still getting their names and then still sending it again? And he said, okay. I should send it to the officer in charge. I heard the man is late now. Then. Is it Ayilara or Ayila? I can't remember his name. Which I did. I got all their names and I forwarded it. And when I was even putting their names there, I put Umi's name there. I put the brother Adura's name. I put everybody's name again. And I forwarded it again to them. And I called the man then. And he said he has received it. And they said, I came out to say, they said anybody that has any information or any video or anything, I think I dropped a number at that time. All the videos, everything that was sent, I kept forwarding it to the police people. Because, later I went with some of my team and my colleagues, we went to see the CP then. It was a CP then. We televised everything. Everything was in the know. And I said it from day one that whatever it is that I am doing, I will be transparent with it. We'll be showing it. And we went there. I explained everything to this policeman and the other people that were there. I said yes, so. I said it. Because as a mother, what am I supposed to say? Have you forgotten that even Mama Mubad said it in her video? That when she goes there, her son used to tell her not to eat or drink anything in their house. Mama DJ Splash also said the same thing. That when she goes there, her son used to tell her, don't eat or drink anything in their house, that everything is laced. And I asked Wumi. Wumi said the same thing. My son said the same thing. Chigon said the same thing. So what am I supposed to say? As a mother. Everybody's lying. Can everybody be lying? And the officer said, why did I take it up? I said, I wanted to. My children said no. So I left it and I was pursuing the case that we were pursuing. And we did that. So they showed me another video where I said, Sam Larry, Kineko. Yes, because I could see the bullying. Obasaye now. Because you bullied the boy. If you say you did not beat the boy, at least we saw when you tapped the boy and the boy got up in fear. We heard what you said. I said, officer, maybe you don't understand Yoruba. Let me interpret what he said. He said he's not going to live here today. An elderly man like that. Are you expecting me to see that video and not be angry? Are you expecting me to see the video and just look away? Maybe in future now, I'll be looking away. Right? But that time, I was angry and I said what I said. Because there was another video about the way he was beaten in a club. We saw the videos and we saw the aftermath of that video same day. They asked me, where did I see all these videos? I said, in phone, his manager sent me all the videos. Mubad's manager. I have all the videos and I still have them. And I told the officer I will send everything to you. So I said it. But the Pasaya I was talking about was the bullying. Not that he killed Mubad, like physically. Not that they were there when Mubad died. No. And I have repeatedly said it in my videos. And I'm not saying Naramali killed Mubad. But what did he do when he was being bullied? Why was a petition written? Why did Mubad have to write a petition against Naramali and Sam Larry? Why did he have to sing it in his songs? Why were there bruises on his body? Because some people will say, he also said if he dies, they should hold Wunmi. But we didn't see any video of where Wunmi, physically was beating him. Or we didn't see any video where he went to write a petition. Or we didn't see any video where he was in the hospital, they were administering treatments to him and he was saying, see what Wunmi did to me. I said, it's different. I said, but if the police people feel that video you also made about Wunmi is something that they can look into, they should please look into it. That video was also tendered. And the voice note was also tendered. The voice note that came out about him saying, if anything should happen to him, they should hold Wunmi responsible. It was also, and I questioned Wunmi on that. Wunmi said she was the one that was even recording him. But she used her then friend's phone to record. It wasn't like it was Mubad that recorded it. And it wasn't like Mubad leaked it. She was the one that took her friend's phone and was recording him when he was saying those things. And it was the friend that leaked it. That was her story. And this same story she told me, I told the police. In fact, when I called them to find out that as we come for interview, they said she has come and they've asked her to come again, that she's on her way. I called Wumi. Wumi, are you on your way there? She said, yes, she's on her way there. I made sure, at least for me, about 3 to 4 times, Wumi was going back and forth. The police station is the what's this police station in there? What's this place called? Is it the Butemeta area? It's there now. All these things are on record. There's nothing that I'm saying that is not on record. Social media is to give awareness. You can't get justice on social media. You can't. You have to push for it. But you have to allow the right authorities to handle it. Which I did. When they brought up the issue of sorry, I've deviated. I'm supposed to go back to that one. When they brought the issue of the CCTV camera, I called the police people and I asked them. They said there was no engine there. It was just, in Lekki, a lot all these people, when you rent houses or buy houses, even when I bought my own house, they put those camera things there, but there was no engine, there was no wire. I had to, in fact, I took out the one they had to put new ones. I ran the wire, put the engine, everything there. I asked Wumi, I asked the brothers. So, when the police says there's nothing like that, am I supposed to come and formulate that there's something like that? I don't understand. If the police says there's nothing like that, and the family says there's nothing like that, and I did not see anything like that, am I supposed to come out and say there's something like that? Now, there's one thing I want to also talk about that I hear people say every time about, I said Mohbad died in the house. When I asked all of them, as at the time Mohbad collapsed and you people went to look for a car, which was, I think they said the nurse said she was going to get antidotes or something. Then Adura and Wumi, they went out to look for a car. They said Mohbad's car was bad at that time. The mechanic was working on it. I asked, at the time you people carried Mohbad from the house into the car to the hospital, because at the time they said they had to put him on the Okada when there was traffic, that they had to put him on the Okada. I said, was he talking? Was he responding? Was he moving? Was he doing anything? They said no. But when they got to the hospital, they took him in, and 15 minutes later, the doctor came out to say he was dead. I said, but at the time that you guys were in the car taking him out, did he? They said no. So that was why I made that statement. Do you understand? That was why I made that statement when I was doing that one of my videos like that. Let me go back to the police that invited me for Naira Marley's issue. After I was after I did my statement, gave my statements, yes. After I gave my statements, they asked me about Sam Larry. There's always 3 questions they asked me, don't forget. They showed me a 3 seconds video of what I said. I said he killed Mohbad. And I explained myself. They showed me another video about where I talked about my children's food and drinks being laced. Then they showed me the 3rd video, right? About Sam Larry. And then they asked me, am I guilty or not guilty? I said, I'm not guilty. I first even said, are you the judge to be asking me if I'm guilty or not? He said, no, that is his own way. He has to ask me. This is an interrogation. I said, okay, I'm not guilty. He said, I should write it down. And I wrote it down. I'm not guilty. So what does that mean? That means if they want to go to court, let us go to court. That was on a Wednesday. So when I was done writing, I said, okay, what's next? They said, they want to talk to me. They have a camera in that interrogation room, so there's nothing I'm saying that is new or anything. It's there. He said he wants to talk to me. He put up, because he had a phone in front of me that was recording me, so he put up that phone. But I saw that they had a camera in that office, and he said he wants to talk to me. My lawyer was there. 2 other men were there. He said he wants me and them Naramali to settle. So that's an ADL, right? They're trying to settle. I said, is it them Naramali that told you they want to settle? You just feel that I should settle. He said, your daughter just got married, madam. We don't feel that there's a need for you guys to go to court. Because if you go to court, it will be a long thing. You guys will be dragging here today, there today, da. But as a mother, I want you to look into this matter and see how you can help this boy. Everything I'm saying, no, they can go and play their camera. It's there. If they are not going to doctor it, though, if they are not going to remove anything from it, too. And I said, help. I don't understand how you want me to help him. You want me to come out and say sorry for a 3 seconds video? I've not watched it. If you said no, see, let's leave this. All this thing, let's leave it. I'm talking to you one-on-one. So they started cancelling. And I was hurt that CP Uche deprived us because we wanted Very Dark Man to be charged to court. Paulo and I deprived us of that because he said to me, since you guys I said, okay. So he came. When he came, they asked him to speak. He gave his own side of the story. He said, I accused him of murder and it affected him, blah, 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 blah. I said, no, I did not accuse you of murder. I accused you, your team, of bullying this boy. And I asked, what did you do about it? He said, no, that let's leave the bully. Why did we not channel the bully? Why did we not put all our energy into who killed Mohbad? Why were we channeling our energy on the bully and making it seem like it was that killed Mohbad? I said, nah, man. We don't have a video of how Mohbad died. We only have a video of how he was bullied. Now, how he died is left for the police people to do, the right authorities to do. I am not a police officer. What we could do, the strength I had, was to write, to file, to request for an autopsy, and that had to do with exhuming his body. I did the right thing. If they have cleared your name today from that corona inquest that you did not kill Mohbad, it was because of what I did. The letter I wrote and how I pushed for that. He said there, but I came out, I said there, and then it was there, it was not around. He gave, said his own story. And as a mother, I started feeling for him. And he was talking. And he denied ever bullying Mohbad. He tried to make me understand that Mohbad had mental health issues. So I said, okay, all that fight that happened in your house. He said, Mohbad came with his boys and they started the fight. That they beat his brother also in the neck. I said, Mohbad just left his house and went with his friends to go and fight you. He said, yes, that there was a video, even Mohbad apologized, this and that. I said, okay, what about Sam Larry? And Sam Larry was there. Sam Larry said, he owed him 2 million naira, And he first saw him in the club. When he saw him in the club, it was Mohbad that was even being rude to him in the club, that he didn't touch Mohbad. And then the one for the 2 million naira, he was going to go and buy yam. Excuse me, he was going to go and buy yam. And then he just saw that they were doing something. And normally when he goes to that beach side where boys used to follow him, you know, so then he just saw, but he just said, you are not going to leave here today if you don't give me my money. That it wasn't that serious. It was just like joking with him, you know. And then the next minute, you know, that if I checked the video they did, that it was all a setup, it was all a plan. I said, so if you did not beat him, because that same day there was a video where he was in the car and he had bruises, and then after that you said even Zlatan, you guys went to eat, but I said, was Mohbad with you guys when you guys went to eat? He said no, that they didn't want him to leave. It was not that helped Mohbad, you know, with the boys to leave and all that. And then the next day or so, whatever, he went to file a petition. That he was even shocked when he received the petition that he had to do a counter petition, and everything that we saw was a lie. So I said, okay, the video where you said, the voiceover where you said, what's it based in? All stations settled. Who did they bury? And I said, no, that was a slang he used to use, and that was an old video that he had nothing related with. I said, okay, the video where you said, Shamaboko, okay, sorry, okay. At that time, the officer said, Madam, we have spoken to you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just settle with these people and let it go. While we were in the interrogation room and we were talking, they said so many things, though. They said so many things. But very dark man, I will talk about just myself and not go into what you people try to make me believe was the issue. I won't do that. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. Because you people made me believe that it was a setup. Some certain people in the industry was jealous about him and the set, you know. And then people said maybe I was not aware, I was just used as a bait. Do you understand? And then they planted their people there to bring Naramali down. You guys made me understand in your own words that maybe they were jealous of him because at that time it was raining, and so the industry wanted to bring him down. So all those videos were brought out, and but me, I didn't know, so they had a lot was said.
The alliance was so big that if Whiskey there now, Whiskey sit down and then Ramali come, people will start to shout Malians. Malians was so big that if the video start and then Ramali come, people will shout Malians. Malian was so big that if Burna Boy stand today, they will shout Malians. The guy packed crowd around the globe and around the country. It was a problem. The entertainment industry is so dark. No. It's so dark to the point where we say they see each other as a competition. Even
a lot was said, and I began to wonder in my head,
call them from the room.
I don't understand. Where is all this one coming from? Who was setting who up? Why would they want to bring? We saw these videos. And in that concerned group, there was no time that any one of them said, this is how we should plan it. Naira Marley is the one that killed him, and then we'll do this and do this. I said, you can't bring all that one because me, I can't. The group, I think I left the group.
Sorry?
There was an issue that was going on in the group at that time. I think...
anybody there?
When Sam Clef was attacking the video, and...
Can you come up to your sister? I'll talk to you.
You know, Charlotte there?
And I left the group because I was like...
Our salary there.
There was the
President, shake me ambassador.
Issue, there was this issue, there was, Baba Mubad and Wumi's issue, like.
President.
It was just a.
President, so. Shake me ambassador, the mo. Mo kọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Mi fẹ́ máa pa wọn, mo try láti mo kún láti camera ni mo wá sọ fún pé anybody there. Wọ́n láyé pọ̀ president, ẹ ṣọ́ ayé láàárọ̀ president. Mi fẹ́ máa pariwo wọn ni mo wá ní anybody there.
But I have some people that are still in that group that has the full. Do you understand? It's a crime for you to post people's private chat. It's a crime. You have to understand the law. But if the right authorities request for it,
they came to you, right?
I'm sure the 1 or 2 or 3 people that still have the video.
Yeah, go tell her what you want.
Group chat.
Okay, tell her what you want. I don't want to be talking much here.
But the acting that I posted, it's a crime. Why would I post other people's private chats? You want them to sue me? No. But take it to the right authorities. If they request for it, there are 1 or 2, 3 people that have it. They can go through the whole concerned citizen chat to see if there's anything implicating them. Even your own that you wanted to do justice for yourself, it was a link. I think it's unclaimed that even first posted that link in the group. I can't remember. It was a link that was already trending online that they just put there. You understand? For us to see. So it's a group chat. I do not have control or power of whatever it is that anybody chooses to put inside there. As long as it's not affecting justice for Mubad. That's that about that. So if anybody really wants to see the whole, if you feel there's anything in there which there's nothing, go to the right authorities, let them request for it, and I'm sure 1 or 2 people have it to tender it. It's not a problem. But bringing it on social media space, it's a criminal act. Saying you paid someone 20 million to hack it is a criminal act. Do you understand? Now, while we were having all this back and forth, Very Dark Man was allowed into the interrogation room. And I was like, hello. I smiled. I was like, it's like, these people don't know that I know my rights. Why is, yes. Officer Suleiman has spoken to me on Wednesday about settling with him. Spoken to him on Thursday about settling with him. Okay. But what is he doing in the interrogation room? He's not part of the petition. Is he their lawyer, family member? I don't understand. Why is he inside the interrogation room? And I began to wonder, why are these people stressing me? Because when we did our own petition in Lagos, you people refused to allow what we wanted happen. You guys refused. So why are you people stressing? Why are you people stressing me? I just said to myself, okay, I get it. And I was looking. I wanted to live there in one piece. Because when you are dining with the enemy, you have to dine with a very long spoon. And you must have wisdom. I needed to understand the game that was going on here. And I had to beat them to it. Because I was like, why is he in the interrogation room? He was going in and coming out, sat down, like one of their chairpersons there. And I was just smiling. At the time they went out, then all of them, and then the police people started talking to me again, madam, just apologize and just help him. You understand? Leave all this back and forth, all this talk. Just, let it go. Blah, 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 blah. And I look at the time. I said, okay, I've heard you people. I was so pained, but I just like, okay, I'm already here. No wala. What does he want? They say, but you've asked this question so many times. Just see how you can help the guy. Just apologize. I said apologize where? On social media? Or where? I don't understand. Apologize for what? They said, madam, if this guy said that you have hurt him in this and that, you know, it's like a brother to you. Like you said, you don't have anything with him. The one that you said about your son, you said your son does not want to do a case, you are forgiving him. So just apologize and say a way that you can help him so that we can all just, let this matter rest. Because if you go to court, you will spend money, you will do this, you will do, This was the third day. So I said, Naira, okay, come. What do you want? He said he wants to prove he's innocent. He doesn't want to do, because his parents have told him not to settle. He wants to. So I looked at the officer. The officer said, no, you guys will settle, blah, 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 blah. I asked him some questions. I said, all these young boys that are living in your house, because you claim you don't know that they spice drinks and food, but it's happening under your roof, in your home. So why are you harboring these children that you cannot control? Where are they getting these drugs from that he said he doesn't know anything about it, that has never happened before? I said, no. Yeah. You cannot tell me it has not happened before because it happened to my son.
Money, green, money.
He said, okay, maybe we should go to court. So it was a lot of back and forth. Back and forth. So eventually I said, okay. You are claiming that the video I did is the reason why they cancelled.
61 Spring Crestway.
But I know 60 that the video I made is not the reason why they cancelled you. It's because of all the videos and everything and your nonchalant attitude, which he accepted that he had a nonchalant attitude. And your nonchalant attitude and everything is the reason why. And that you did not do anything and that you're still with Sam Larry. Do you understand? And Sam Larry got up and said, I did not bully him. I said, anyway, all these things I feel might be the reason. But if you think or feel that me coming out to speak is the reason why you were cancelled, well, I am sorry about that. But I don't feel that way. But if you feel that way, and it is not that I cannot help you, because Mubi Motemi, I don't wish death upon you. Yes, at that time I was angry. But deep down in me, I don't wish you bad. If there's any little way that I can try my best, I will see if I can. But I cannot take decisions on my own. I have a management team.
What do you mean?
Okay. And I feel that it is best, if you want settlement truly, it is best that your lawyer and my lawyer sits down and see how they can go about this.
Can I make it moody?
Because if I say on my own part that, okay, I have no grievances towards you anymore. What about the next person, the Nigerian person? I can speak for everybody. If I come out to say, oh guys, Naramali, I'm sorry you feel that I did this, people please forgive them, I say people will still say that I have been pressured to do this. Because people know me. Even though I feel pressured, I feel very pressured, right? I said, so it is only best that your lawyer and my lawyer sits down.
What? Okay. So
and find a way.
So you're asking me to add the cup to this coffee and the Nesquik?
What we can present.
I have 1 tiny spoon of the Nesquik. 1 full spoon of the Nesquik. And
it's going to be a gradual process.
And I add a little bit.
And it's going to be from my own side. Tabafi, always
let's say.
I need access.
Do you understand? I said, if eventually we do that, and the people start accepting you back, and you do a good song, not the one you'll be talking about breast and all this one, I will fight.
They can hear you.
And I would also speak to my man to see how he can help you because he's a promoter. I can do that for you. But we just need to sit down with our lawyers and see how we can do this because, yes, you've been vindicated that you did not kill him. Everybody knew you were not there. But those videos.
You just asked me to move your leg. You just asked me to move, but you just have to be annoying. Why did you have Don't hit me!
And I said it there. I said if you are deassociated,
why did you have to block you? You go get it. Why do you have to block you?
Maybe it would have helped.
Oh, this
but people feel like you are
the one that started it, so don't play drama. Come and tell me what you want to tell me.
Watch with their eyes. It's different from
go. Come here, don't tell me what you want to tell me.
You know, when you tell me something now, I can choose to be empathetic towards it or not. But when I watch something,
since you don't want to,
it is hard to erase it from my memory.
You started it and you think I'm going to back you up?
No, I said, thank God you said
you did.
Me.
Why did you block me?
I said, because this very dark man said,
but you could have just moved your leg.
And some other blogs. Saying you gave me flower, you dated me, maybe you dated my daughter, I don't know. But I thank God that you have said it. It depends on the police people that this is the first time you are seeing me. You said your mom too was angry that I said she uses children. I said I never said. I was repeating, which there's a video evidence, what DJ Splash said. Oh, DJ Splash said your mother that I was repeating. I did not say. I said, so that is my conclusion. And after all said and done, it was so late, they said we should go and see the CP. So we packed ourselves there. I sat down. What's his name? Amali sat down. They asked if he could sit down beside me. I said, yes, no problem. He sat beside me. Sam Larry was there. Our lawyers were there. The officers were there. Very dark man. And Tonto sat, at the near the CP Uchi's desk. Because Tonto came in there later. She said she was called upon. That CP Uchi called her to come. So she came. Then he said, hey, I also want you to see. So, yes, I was invited by the police people. They call them the National Cyber Bullying stuff, right? And I was on my way to Tanzania for Priscilla's wedding when I was called upon. I saw the letter. I sent it to my lawyer. He put a call through. I sent a message that I'm not going to be around, but when I come back, I would honor their invitation. So I traveled, I came back. When I came back, they responded with a letter and asked me to pick a date. I picked the date. And we went, me and my lawyer, we got to Abuja. I didn't know why I was invited, but I had an idea. But I just didn't know which of it was, But later, I had an idea of why I was going there, so I went. When I got there, I met with Officer Suleiman. He was the one in charge of the case. I was also taken to see another senior officer, the lady. And Officer Suleiman took me in, and I was asked to write my statement. When you want to first write statement, they will say you should write about when you were born, your this and that, your family, your address, your I wrote. When I was done, they asked me that what's my relationship with Naira Marley. That what exactly did Naira Marley do to me? I said, Naira Marley, I don't understand. They said, yes, now that Naira Marley is the one that wrote the petition. That, I should also explain my own side of the story. So I started explaining my side of the story. I talked about, yes. I used to promote Naira Marley's song through my TikTok video. I've never met Naira Marley before, which I thank God that when he came eventually, and I asked him before those police people, have you ever seen me before? He said no. So let me go back. So yes, I said I used to promote the song until when Mohbad died. I was in America. How they even buried him was the first heartache for me when his neck was broken. I think I was on my way back to Nigeria. I came back, I went to Abuja. And then I saw a VDM, a Snapchat of Naira Marley coming to dance, you know. At that time, fingers were already pointing towards his direction. A lot of videos started coming out. I was angry, like, guy, this is not the time for you to be dancing when one of your person, whether the guy is still under your record label or he's not under your record label anymore, at least he was part of you people on Snapchat. And I was like, then Sam Larry also, you know, did one video, was saying, you know, later deleted the video, but obviously the video had circulated, you know, something like we are cook in sorrow, you know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, when somebody's dead, dead cannot speak, you know, then later deleted it. I was like, Then videos started coming out about how he went to Naira Marley's house with some of his friends to say he didn't want to work with their manager anymore. How, you know, they were beating. He landed in the hospital with sort of bruises. He said, if anything happened to me, you know, they should hold Naira Marley. How it was so many videos just flying around. Until when I now saw Sam Larry's video, when Zlatan and Mohbad were having a video shoot, and he came in with some boys. They were holding weapon. They were holding something like a weapon, and I was like, so this thing is true. And as a concerned citizen, as a mother, I don't think I was the only one that was pained. Because if I was the only one that was pained when we did the candle night, I don't think the whole world would have done that, the candle nights that he did for Mohbad. We all came out. And I used my platform because a lot of narratives were flowing during that time. We had the narrative of the friend, you know, they say the acting with ring. We had another narrative, you understand, about so many things. And then when Sam Larry's voice came out where he said, what he basing? What he basing means that they have buried him. All stations settled. I said, I don't want to believe. But with all these things that are going on, it's very glaring that Sam Larry bullied Mohbad. And what we saw happened in Naira Marley's house, where he was beaten, his neck had a teeth bite and all that. Then Naira Marley bullied Mohbad. And I was angry. Now what you see will definitely bring a reaction. What you don't see might not bring a reaction. So we did not see how he actually died. We only knew a nurse gave him injection, blah, blah, blah. You understand? So definitely we need to find out exactly what happened in that house. Even though me and some of we concerned people are angry with all the videos that we were seeing about the bullying, and he also wrote a petition. And he sang it in his songs. And he wrote it on Twitter. He put it there on Twitter. The Twitters are there. Internet never forgets. It's not like we just only those videos. When Mohbad was alive, he put them on Twitter. He did videos mentioning Naira Marley's name, the Malian's name, and Sam Larry's name. They are there. So that is one thing. I said the other one was to find out exactly what happened in the last few hours before he died. I'm not a police officer. That is not my job to do. It's a murder case, and we must allow the right authorities to do that. So what did I do? I took my foundation up. The day I came out to do the first video, already I contacted my lawyer. And I said, I have a foundation. My foundation fights for things like this. So I took up that duty. Do you understand? To write to all the right authorities. And one of the first things I pushed for was for his body to be exhumed so that an autopsy can be carried out, so that we can know exactly what killed him. Number 2 was to revisit all those that bullied him. And this is not just him saying I was bullied. We saw videos of bruises on his body. We saw when Sam Larry came in to say, oh, and after that we saw a video of bruises on his head, and someone said, see what Sam Larry did to Mohbad. So are we supposed to just ignore all those videos and act like it doesn't exist or it never happened? A boy died. It's one thing for you to beat a boy and the boy is still alive that can fight for himself. And it's another thing for you to beat a boy and a few months later the boy is dead and this video comes out. You would, any same country would want to visit it. Except you people are telling me that bullying is okay. That was the second thing. The third one was so that he gets a befitting burial. Because myself and a lot of people were concerned about the way he was buried. His neck was broken. And so I wanted them to make sure that he gets a befitting burial. The fourth was that he was crying when he was alive, that his royalty was not given to him. So I also wanted the government to look into it, to help see that his royalty can be gotten and given to his family. At least he has a father, a mother, a son, and a wife. I don't know whether these things I did were wrong. That's what truly happened. So I'm still coming back. Let me finish. So they asked me to write everything I know down, and I wrote. Then they brought out a video, a 3-second video of where I said, Mali, this is not London, where you think you can do and get away with anything. They said I accused him of murdering Mohbad. I said no. I said this is a 3 seconds video. I said unfortunately this video has been for a while now, so I can't remember word for word, but I know that in this same video, me, I'm a Yoruba woman. And the problem that I was saying was that you guys cannot kill this guy emotionally, spiritually, and physically because of the bullying. Not physically, Jari, mentally rather, because of the bullying. Right? They said, okay, I should write it down. I wrote it down. My lawyer now said, you cannot base your judgment on a 3 seconds video. This video was very long, so we need to watch everything. And I said, because in this same video that you are claiming, I said it that. I said, can you call my I said, me, I'm a Yoruba woman. Do you understand? And that is how we speak. I said, but in the same video, I said, I'm not saying you are the one that killed him. I'm talking about a bullying. That, okay, if you did not bully him, and your manias were bullying him, and Sam Larry was bullying him, what did you do? I said, you need to come and explain what you did. I said, at least I remember some of the words. Because at that time when I was there, I had not even watched the video in a very long time, but I could remember what I had said. I said, but if I had concluded within myself that Naira Marley was the one that killed Mohbad, I would not have written a petition to ask that his body be exhumed now. There would have never been anything like coroner inquest because he was already buried, cemented safe. And if there was no coroner inquest, now that they said, oh, he's not guilty for his murder, would that have happened? Would he himself have gotten justice on the mother side? I'm not talking about the police side. If I, Yabo,
where's the ice?
My foundation.
Oh, I forgot.
Is this all milk?
And push.
No, you put a little bit of hot water and then some milk.
Yeah, what did you ask to do this?
We're on phone calls with the authorities.
Just the rest milk.
So, the old milk, this is it.
So,
you want me to do the old milk?
If I just had concluded in my head that you did it,
please.
I would not have pushed for that.
Good job.
The officer said I should write it down. Now there's a video. They put a camera in front of me. And there's a camera there.
But why do you put so much? I said ice.
If they want to put it in court, it's
I mean, I think
I
don't code now. Yeah, I needed the code.
Then they asked about they showed me another video where I said Naira Marley, that is it that one that drugged my children, put drugs in their food and drinks I want to be talking to. Did I say that? I said yes, I said that. I said I did. Because innocently, I went to help this boy called DJ Splash. When we got there, the first thing DJ Splash said when he saw me was like, I have helped your son before. I was like, you know Festus? He said yes, because me, I don't know him. When I was doing the live was when I heard something was also wrong with one of the boys that lived in Naira Marley's house. And people were like, I should please help the boy. I should please help the boy. We should not let this boy die and all that. I was like, okay. They sent the number of the brother to me. I called the brother and I asked for him to send the address and I went there. Thank God I did not go alone. I went with media. I went with my production team. Yes, I went with my PA. I went with one of my friends and I went with some police officers. So I did not go there alone. When I got there, immediately the class saw me. He said, Mama, I know you. I said, I don't know you. I thought maybe he was talking about me being an actress. He said, no, I know your son. He said, your son had come to the Malian's house before, where I was there. And in fact, I was one of the people that helped him. I said, which of my son? He said, Festus. I said, okay, helped him as at how? Now, I already done the video. I was just there to see DJ Splash to help him out. I never knew anything of this had ever happened. When I'm not mad, me I will know. Yeah, boy, they come. So, I said, oh yeah, speak. The media person wanted to start recording. I said, no, wait, don't record, though. Because I don't want this to be all about me. We came here to help this boy. Whatever he has to say that is related to my children or myself, let me hear it personally first. Because I don't want to mix it up. Because that time it was justice for Mohbad, right? So he said that Festus came to the house with Mohbad's manager, who was then Naira Marley's former manager, the lady, S.I., if I'm not mistaken with her name. Then Festus' drink was spiked. I said, spiked as at how? He said, yes. There's something that they call, I'm trying to remember the name of the thing, or M something, I don't know. You know, like it's a drug that they put it in drinks and in foods and in everything, that they did it today, that they do it as a normal thing there. I said, was Festus aware that they put something? He said, no, now normally nobody's always aware. It's only them that live in their house that know about it. So when Festus drank that thing, Festus started acting funny, he was dozing off. and they wanted to record him. So he stood in front of them and said he should not do that. They wanted to collect his phone, but he took the phone on their behalf, and they were laughing. They were making jest of him while he was, trying to get himself. And then he dozed off at a point, but he tried to make sure that, they did not record him. He tried to make sure that, he collected his phones. One side of me was like, maybe because at that time, the Gislas had mental health. I was like, okay, maybe because this boy has mental health, he doesn't know what he's saying. Maybe he's just talking. One side of me as a mother was very, very angry. But I didn't want to be distracted. I wanted us to at least administer the help we came to do. So I said, okay, you know what? Festus is doing fine, is in Turkey. I'll see to it. But right now, let's see to you. What is your story? And I told him, don't talk about Festus, let's talk about you. Then I asked that the camera starts rolling. And then that was when he did his interview. We went live, we did everything. Immediately he said what he had to say. The mom said what they had to say. The brother, everybody. I called on a doctor who handles cases that have to do with, drug-related mental health. He works with the Lagos State government and he has his own private hospital. And I've known him for years. I think I brought him on my show before. Goldmine. And I called upon him to say, sir, please. Because of my foundation, a lot of young ones that I see out there that we help, I always refer them for treatment. That's my own little quarter that I don't even come and talk about on social media. So I said, you know what, sir, I want to bring a boy to you. The mom will bring him. I'll give them the address and the phone number, please. This boy needs treatment. He's not doing fine, and we need you to help him. And I sent the first part statements to him. And I said, whatever it is, that is the other payment, please forward it to me when he comes to see you. Because treating patients that have any mental health related issue is not a cheap treatment. So what did I do after that? Immediately that was done, his account was put out there because I saw their living conditions. I saw that the mom could. So yes, I was invited. Then he said, I also want you to settle with very dark man. I said, no. I said, did very dark man to write his own petition? He said, no, that very dark man is their person, but he just feels like him and very dark man, they've spoken, so he just feels like, I should just make peace with everybody. Do you understand? And just, forget all this fight thing and just let everything go. I said, are you aware of the numerous defamatory statements that very dark man has made towards me? He said he's aware. But he can see that I'm a very nice person, that we should just let it go and let peace reign. Everything I'm saying, is on camera. Anybody that wants to, we already opened the group. When I did my first video, I called on everybody. And we have a group. Because am I going to be talking to everybody one by one? You must form a group now. So we have that group. That group was for the peaceful work. But even after they've cancelled the peaceful one, they've asked us to come to their office and everything. Whoever wants to join in the Justice for Mohbad movement can still join. You know what? I will open another group. We'll call it the Concerned Citizens, right? Anybody that wants to be part of it can be part of it. It's not a battle I can fight alone. So why do I want to fight it? I just started it, but I've called on anybody. So me and Chris, we made peace. We're all in the group. So there was two groups, because the first one was for the work. The second one was to continue the Justice for Mohbad process, which was a 4 or 5 course agenda. Right? So we went on and on. That's why you could see that those days I would say, let's just ignore the distractions. Before they started coming out to bully me, I had someone in their own group that already had told me that, Mama, they're going to come for you. This and this and this and this and this and this. But just concentrate on what you are doing. So when different bloggers and people started coming for me and everything, I wasn't too surprised at all. Very dark man, your video, I watched you did videos before I came out to do videos. And I saw your videos. So when you switched, you didn't just easily switch. You were just telling me, oh, this woman that went here, some people were attacking something at the back, those boys, You were a bit rude in your delivery, but I still understood the message that you were trying to pass at that time, that those boys that when I went to eventually greet them, Mama Mohbad and the wife in the house, I went back, I watched the videos, and then I called CP, at that time, it was a CP, retired now as the AIG. I called him, sir, please watch this video, these boys, They said all of them have been invited for questioning, for interrogation. I said, sir, please, do you mind me still getting their names and then still sending it again? And he said, okay. I should send it to the officer in charge. I heard the man is late now. Then, is it Ayila? I can't remember his name. Which I did. I got all their names and I forwarded it. And when I was even putting their names there, I put Umi's name there. I put the brother Adura's name. I put everybody's name again. And I forwarded it again to them. And I called the man then. And he said he has received it. And they said, I came out to say, they said anybody that has any information or any video or anything, I think I dropped a number at that time. All the videos, everything that was said, I kept forwarding it to the police people. Because, later I went with some of my team and my colleagues. We went to see the CP then. It was a CP then. We televised everything. Everything was in the know. And I said it from day one that whatever it is that I am doing, I will be transparent with it. We will be showing it. And we went there. I explained everything to this policeman and the other people that were there. I said, yes, sir. I said it. Because as a mother, what am I supposed to say? Have you forgotten that even Mama Mohbad said it in her video? That, when she goes there, her son used to tell her not to eat or drink anything in their house. Mama DJ Splash also said the same thing. That when she goes there, her son used to tell her, don't eat or drink anything in their house, that everything is laced. And I asked Wumi. Wumi said the same thing. My son said the same thing. Chigo said the same thing. So what am I supposed to say? As a mother. Everybody's lying. Can everybody be lying? And the officer said, why did I take it up? I said, I wanted to. My children said no. So I left it and I was pursuing the case that we were pursuing. And we did that. So they showed me another video where I said, Sam Larry, Kineko. Yes, because I could see the bullying. Opasaye now. Because you bullied the boy. If you say you did not beat the boy, at least we saw when you tapped the boy and the boy got up in fear. We heard what you said. I said, officer, maybe you don't understand Yoruba. Let me interpret what he said. He said he's not going to live here today. An elderly man like that. Are you expecting me to see that video and not be angry? Are you expecting me to see the video and just look away? Maybe in future now, I'll be looking away. Right? But that time, I I was angry and I said what I said. Because there was another video about the way he was beaten in a club. We saw the videos and we saw the aftermath of that video same day. They asked me, where did I see all these videos? I said, even his manager sent me all the videos. Uba's manager. I have all the videos and I still have them. And I told the officer I will send everything to you. So I said it. But the pastor I was talking about was the bullying. Not that he killed Mohbad, like physically. Not that they were there when Mohbad died. No. And I have repeatedly said it in my videos that I'm not saying Naramali killed Mohbad. But what did he do when he was being bullied? Why was a petition written? Why did Mohbad have to write a petition against Naramali and Sam Larry? Why did he have to sing it in his songs? Why were there bruises on his body? Because some people will say, he also said if he dies, they should hold Wunmi. But we didn't see any video of where Wunmi, physically was beating him. Or we didn't see any video where he went to write a petition. Or we didn't see any video where he was in the hospital, they were administering treatments to him and he was saying, see what Wunmi did to me. I said, it's different. I said, but if the police people feel that video you also made about Wunmi is something that they can look into, they should please look into it. That video was also tendered. And the voice note was also tendered. The voice note that came out about him saying, if anything should happen to him, they should hold Wunmi responsible. It was also, and I questioned Wunmi on that. Wunmi said she was the one that was even recording him. But she used her then friend's phone to record. It wasn't like it was Mohbad that recorded it. And it wasn't like Mohbad leaked it. She was the one that took her friend's phone and was recording him when he was saying those things. And it was the friend that leaked it. That was her story. And this same story she told me, I told the police. In fact, when I called them to find out, as we come for interview, they said she has come and they've asked her to come again, that she's on her way. I called Wunmi, are you on your way there? She said, yes, she's on her way there. I made sure, at least for me, about 3 to 4 times, Wunmi was going back and forth. The police station is what's this police station in, what's this place called? Is it the Butemeta area? It's there now. All these things are on record. There's nothing I'm saying that is not on record.
Oh.
Social media is to give awareness. You can't get justice on social media. You can't. You have to push for it. But you have to allow the right authorities to handle it. Which I did. When they brought up the issue of I've deviated. I'm supposed to go back to that one. When they brought the issue of the CCTV camera, I called the police people and I asked them. They said there was no engine there. It was just, in Lekki, all these people, when you rent houses or buy houses, even when I bought my own house, they put those camera things there, but there was no engine, there was no wire. I had to, in fact, I took out the one they put there, I had to put new ones. I ran the wire, put the engine, everything there.
Hello?
I asked Wunmi, I asked the brothers.
Yeah, I know very today.
So, when the police says there's nothing like that, am I supposed to come and formulate that there's something like that?
Okay, give me 1 minute, let me get it.
If the police says there's nothing like that, and the family says there's nothing like that, and I did not see anything like that, am I supposed to come out and say there's something like that?
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, there's one thing I want to also talk about that I hear people say every time about. I said Mohbad died in their house.
Yeah.
When I asked all of them, As at the time Mohbad collapsed and you people went to look for a car, which was, I think they said the nurse said she was going to get antidotes or something. Then Adura and Wumi, they went out to look for a car. They said Mohbad's car was bad at that time. A mechanic was working on it. I asked, at the time you people carried Mohbad from the house into the car to the hospital, because at the time they said they had to put him on the Okada when there was traffic, and they had to put him on the Okada. I said, was he talking? Was he responding? Was he moving? Was he doing anything? They said no. But when they got to the hospital, they took him in, and 15 minutes later, the doctor came out to say he was dead. I said, but at the time that you guys were in the car taking him on the day, they said no. So that was why I made that statement. Do you understand? That was why I made that statement when I was doing that one of my videos like that. Let me go back to the police that invited me for Naira Marley's issue. After I was after I did my statement, gave my statements, yes. After I did my statements, they asked me about Sam Larry. There's always 3 questions they asked me, don't forget. They showed me a 3 seconds video of what I said. I said he killed Mohbad. And I explained myself. They showed me another video about where I talked about my children's food and drinks being laced. Then they showed me the 3rd video, right? About Sam Larry. And then they asked me, am I guilty or not guilty? I said, I'm not guilty. I first even said, are you the judge to be asking me if I'm guilty or not? He said, no, that is his own way. He has to ask me. This is an interrogation. I said, okay, I'm not guilty. He said, I should write it down. And I wrote it down. I'm not guilty. Yeah. So what does that mean? That means if they want to go to court, let us go to court. That was on a Wednesday. So when I was done writing, I said, okay, what's next? They said, they want to talk to me.
Thank you very much.
They have a camera in that interrogation room. So there's nothing I'm saying that is new or anything. It's there. He said he wants to talk to me. He put up, because they had a phone in front of me that was recording me, so he put up that phone. But I saw that he had a camera in that office. And he said he wants to talk to me. My lawyer was there. 2 other men were there.
Let me show you.
He said he wants me and them Naira Marley to settle. So that's an ADL, right? They're trying to settle. I said, is it them Naira Marley that told you they want to settle? You just feel that I should settle. He said,
stomach hurts, my booty hole hurts, and I really bad cramps.
Madam, I really don't feel that there's a need for you guys to go to court. Because if you go to court, it will be a long thing. You guys will be dragging here today, there today, da. But as a mother,
you just don't like me. That is
I want you to look into this matter and see how you can help this boy.
So it's 0.0.
Everything I'm saying,
I remember
they can go and play their camera.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's there. If they are not going to doctor it, if they are not going to remove anything from it.
1.3.
I'm still not eating it. I'm still not eating it.
And I said, help. I don't understand how you want me to help.
Then, now.
You want me to come out and say sorry for a 3 seconds video? I watched it. You said no. See, let's leave this. All these things, let's leave it. I'm talking to you
Like since I didn't eat it.
No.
No, like I'm saying like now, cause.
So they started cancelling, because I'll call it cancelling.
You're eating out.
What's that? I know.
They wanted me to see
I never tried it.
the effect at which all this justice for Mohbad has affected him, his career.
So, because I was like, what is great?
This music is no longer, it's no longer listening to him. It was a whole lot. I was there for hours. I said, okay, no wala. Can you allow me just, go think true about it and everything? He said, no. He really, really wants me to settle with Naramali and help him.
Wow. It does look like cashew nuts for you.
I said, okay, I will look into it. There's no wala. I don't hate Naramali. I've never met him before. As at that day when I was talking to them, I've never met him before. I don't hate him, but I'm just angry.
Very funny.
You know, seeing that video, the boy is dead. And I felt if he had said, stop, there would have been a stop to it. That's what I feel. He said, no, it's not what I think, blah, blah, blah. But you know, the officer was trying to make me see reasons.
Oh my goodness. Should I have that?
So we
So I
have
said,
to
okay,
no.
no wala. Then he said, hey,
From your phone.
I also want you to settle.
Come back.
You just said, Mom, because I can't be walking.
I'm not going to be taking picture from it.
I said, no. I said, it's very dark man to write his own petition. He said, no, that very dark man is their person, but he just feels like him and very dark man they've spoken, so he just feels like, you know, I should just make peace with everybody. Do you understand? And just, you know, forget all this fight thing and just let everything go. I said, are you aware of the numerous defamatory statements that very dark man has made towards me? He said he's aware, but he can see that I'm a very nice person, that we should just let it go and let peace reign. Everything I'm saying, no, is on camera. So there's no need for me to add one or two to it. I said, that one I have to go and think about it, officer, because the officer was really very nice. Officer Suleiman, he was really very nice to me. I was like, So I was trying to connect Naramali Sam Larry, very dark man. I said, I would think about it. So after all said and done, they told me, oh, Naira could not come because they thought I was not going to come. I said, before we left Lagos, I called you, sent you a message that on my way leaving Lagos. When I landed Abuja, I called you. So how would they think or thought that we're not coming? He said, well, I should just come back tomorrow. That they are going to grant me bail on self-bail because of the way I have been and everything. Normally, I'm supposed to bring a guarantor and everything and all that. So they will let me go. But I should please come back tomorrow. But first, they will take me to go and see their Oga. Then he said, I also want you to settle with very dark man. I said, no. I said, it's very dark man to write his own petition. He said, but it just feels like him and very dark man spoken. So he.
Like I said, tomorrow.
YouTube though. Okay.
Family, let him or her work. We are part of Oníkálukú ṣe. Àìkọ́ni lọ́kàn ní pé gbogbo ń tábà ṣe la máa gbèrè. Nǹkan tó simple nìyẹn. Ìtí mọ̀lẹ́bí ṣe máa kéré. Ìtàwà èèyàn náà ṣe òun ló ṣe máa dá Oníkálukú wọ̀jẹ̀. Don't say because ọ̀rọ̀ tó tiẹ̀ tún ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé èèyàn kú ni one has to be careful and you have to tread carefully. If you cannot support, don't be a problem to their pain. Just let them be. Ọlọ́run tó dá ṣoore-ṣoore, ṣọlọ́run ó rí bí ìbírí kó tó dá ṣoore-ṣoore. Àwọn èèyàn mi àṣoore wọn fà ìwọ bá fẹ́ lè sọ pé ó ti tó.
ìtẹ̀ṣètò ẹ wá máa lọ nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fi sí wọn lọ́kàn nìyẹn. No matter how people drag her, tomorrow if she in fact wọ́n á tún ti ṣe tán kan tó wò pé eléyìí ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí eléyìí tún dùn mí lọ́wọ́ ó máa ti ní mi ṣe mọ̀. She is not in control of that. She's not. ẹ bá jẹ́ sọ pé nǹkan tán bá ṣe ọmọ wọn á gbà àwọn ọmọ wọn ti ń gbà ọ̀rẹ́ díṣẹ́ ẹ̀rí ni ṣé kò pọ̀ létí ni ṣé kò ṣáná lójú yín ni àwọn ọmọ wọn ti ń gbà ibùkẹ́ tó sọ àwọn ọmọ wọn ti ń gbà á. So that is èèyàn tó bá ń ṣe náà ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan tóun bá ṣe ọmọ òun á kẹsàn-án ó ṣe eré ọmọ á kẹsàn-án it's not in anybody's kíní láti máa ìṣèrànyàn kan létí pé kíní gbogbo wa pátápátá la máa kiri iṣẹ́ ta èèyàn tó fàbòsí ṣe á jèrè ẹ̀ èèyàn tó ṣe lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti tó yẹ á jèrè ẹ̀ èèyàn tó ṣe nítorí self interest ti ẹ̀ oníkálukú wá jèrè ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan téèyàn jẹ láyé tí òun tán àfọlá Ọlọ́run. And it's not in anybody's corner láti write anybody off. It's not in anybody's power láti condemn anybody, láti condemn effort anybody. If you cannot do it, shut the fuck. If you've been betrayed, don't see every other person as a betrayer. Betrayer títí ẹ̀yìn gan. Ó lè jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run fi ṣe nǹkan ayọ̀ kan nú ayé ẹ̀ ní òmò. Ọlọ́run lè fi pa ìbànújẹ́ kan lẹ́nu mọ́nú ayé you don't know but a máa ń wílẹ̀kùn tó tì yẹn níwò ìtọ́lọ́run fẹ́ ṣí fún wa. Because someone has betrayed you then every other person should stop helping or they should feel like wọ́n máa betray mi náà lọ́la. No, doesn't work that way. It means you expect so much. Ibi tí wọ́n bá ti ń retí tó bá ti ń expect tó bá betray ó máa dùn ẹ́ but tó bá ti expect wọ́n bá betray wa kó ibi normal thing pé wo iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run mi ni mo ṣe. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá expect too much ẹ̀yin lè máa sọ pé betray yín. Ṣé èèyàn betray mi rí ni ṣé máa sọ síta pé èèyàn betray mi máa kọ̀ wò pé I'm done mo ti parí tọ́lọ́run mi nìyẹn tó bá ti parí ẹ̀ that person will move on and you move to the next one ìyẹn ò ní stop ẹ̀. There was a time someone called me, one of my big brother in church, and said, I know nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ó dùn ẹ́ o but má ti torí ẹ̀ stop láti máa ṣoore o. That statement mo wò pé má ti torí ẹ̀ sọ pé ò ṣoore mọ́ o tó bá jẹ́ ntọ́lọ́run pè é sí tó ń ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tó ń ràn ìrìn àjò ayé tó ń fún ẹ lẹ́mìí gígùn àtà tó ń guide tó ń protect ìwọ náà ẹ bá rò pé ìyẹn protect ara yín ó lè jẹ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe fẹ́yàn kan ló ń jẹ́ ààbò fún ẹ̀yin but you don't know. You need to go and any láti ti deeply bó tó ṣe ní negative ìrìn àjò ayé ní negative ó ní positive so ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ro side ibì kan ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbé yẹ̀wò síra wọn the negative side and the positive side. If you can do that you will know that you are not in the position to judge anyone because you can't even fathom you can't even lè ro tán kò ń ṣe kan téèyàn kan lè rò ayé jìn ilé ayé jìn. Tèmi náà sọ lánàá sí àwọn fault díẹ̀ máa wà ńbẹ̀ mo ṣe pé mo perfect bó bí mo ṣe rí ni mo ṣe sọ lè ro tán téèyàn mi bá tún máa analyze tèmi náà sọ yẹn wọ́n á tún gbé gbàgbó mi wọ́n á tún make sense jáde nínú ẹ̀ so bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí conscience wọn àbí áńgẹ́lì wọn tó bá ṣe darí wọn káwa náà jẹ́ ṣe tiwa áńgẹ́lì wa àti conscience tó bá ṣe darí wa àní máa kọ lura wa Ọlọ́run. Àwọn máa kọ lóra wa. Ta ni áńgẹ́lì rẹ? Ṣé wòlíì rẹ ni? Yes, so Jesus was even dragged because he helped people. Thank you. That's another point.